Hello and thank you for joining us. It's now time for Media Watch. Nick Rushworth is here in the studio.
Hi
Nicholas.
Rebecca.
So we're going to start with an update on Mars. Now, tweeting to us here on Earth, you've been following it all week. What have we been seeing?
Well, you and I are big fans of this momentous event of the Curiosity rover landing on Mars. And the tweets are arriving from the truck itself. And we can go to one here that just arrived a few hours ago. And as you were saying to the other day, it's speaking in first person to us. And it's saying the tweet here, heads up, no really, my head is up, the mass deploy is successful, and I'm looking around taking NavCam images. So of course those images are freely available to the entire world, to all of us. We can go to the NASA website and just click on it and get all kinds of information about the descent, the pictures of actual the machine just falling onto Mars are absolutely extraordinary, and definitely we all want to go and have a look at those on the NASA website. Really, really awesome.
Yeah, I have seen some really beautiful ones on the website today. Back here on Earth, we Earthlings, cartoonists have been reacting to what they've been seeing in space.
Well, this is one making the rounds on Facebook. I can show it to you here, and there you can just see one Martian saying to the other, "We don't have any oil, do we?" Now, that's on Facebook, but I looked a bit closer, and it actually comes from January 2004, so a previous landing on Mars. So I found, though, that it was just as topical today as then. So, of course, there's a whole trend of jokes about Yankee go home and invading another planet, if you like. So also another joke, which I saw in the Parisien, Le Parisien, which is the French city paper, the city paper for Paris, where we are here. And Le Parisien, look at this nice joke. Here's it. I'll translate it for you. Well, there's no trace of life here at all on Mars. Can't oh, yes, it must be August.
And that only works in France,
That only works in France, but we know, of course, that Paris is the centre of the universe, and that Paris-centric jokes mean that everybody should know that you are never in town in August.
Everybody empties out of the city in August. Next, you're going to tell us, very excited about this story, Nicholas, a connected T-shirt. That's for the geek in us, isn't it?
Yes, this is actually on Mashable.com, which is a website that looks at all kinds of social network, media issues, internet, and so on. And here's a story that grabbed my attention. Would you wear an connected T-shirt? And of course, this is... there we can see a little bit about it. We've actually got some footage of the shirt itself. Now, it's an idea that's being developed, and the idea is that you can, via your smartphone, connect a T-shirt with a digital apparatus to actually have a camera, to send tweets, to broadcast yourself. The site here is saying this is a platform for expressing yourself, which is sort of extraordinary. And
you've got to be careful as a woman, though, if you walk around with something emblazoned across your chest, that people will not be looking in the right place.
Absolutely, and we can see some of the thing on there. We can see ideas of getting this T-shirt across. You can see people walking down the road, actually doing just, I don't know, advertising themselves really with
or indeed being sponsored, I guess.
Well, with a digital T-shirt, a totally extraordinary idea, and it's developed by this company, T-Shirt OS, and the idea would be that, well, what do you think? I mean, would you think it's a good idea, Rebecca? Walking down and advertising yourself, more or less?
I think it depends very much on what you put on there. I've seen there are some terribly corny slogans that people walk around with every day now, but in terms of walking around with my tweets on my chest, I guess it depends if I have anything interesting to say.
Yes. Okay. That's an idea that, personally, I do not like.
Okay, and now no day goes by without an international day of some kind. August the 8th, what do we have?
Well, we have International Cat Day, and this is a perfect opportunity.
People in the newsroom who'd like that.
Well, this is the silly season. Rebecca, with International Cat Day, perfect opportunity to give you some cute kitten photos. This is being reported by the Huffington Post, and lots of lovely photos around there. That's a nice one. Invisible harmonica. And because we've got some geopolitical edge here on France 24, what about this one? A Freddie gets an A in world domination class. So
shouldn't he have a little human being that he's stroking? It's kind of the reverse of sort of Pinky in the Brain type thing.
And I even in my travels actually saw that there is a website for cats, Silly Me, and Facebook accounts for cats and so on. So it's unending cats.
Absolutely. Cat heaven. Many thanks to you, Nicholas
Thank you.
Rushworth. And that brings us to the end of this edition of Media Watch.